Record the clock. What's good, home skills?
I'm good, man. How about yourself? How was your New Year and Christmas and all of that?
Brother, if I told you that, yeah. Some people might need to anyway. What's good with you? What's good with you? Let's get me a little more in this picture. I don't. Oh, no, son of a mother's uncle. All right, I don't really know how this stuff works. So I didn't want to focus too much on the beard. But if that's what we got to do, that's what we got to do. Anyhow, so what's good with you?
I'm good, man. I can't complain at all. Even if you paid me, I couldn't complain.
Can't complain. So tell me what you do, big man.
I am a PTF TTO.
It's a bunch of letters to me, brother.
Yeah, I know. Well, tractor trailer operator. I'm a part-time flex tractor trailer operator.
Okay. And how long you been doing it?
I'll tell you, it's been about a year and like 4 months, like about a year and 4 months that I've been with the Blue Bird, known as the United States Postal Service.
Blue Bird.
We're
gonna get back to that in a minute. I'd like to learn a little bit about this Blue Bird. But yeah. So you've been PTF, that's that part-time, flexible, yes?
Yep.
You've been working part-time hours?
There ain't nothing part-time about it.
Why they call it part-time if that's what it is?
I mean, I have no idea, but I do understand the flexible part.
Okay. Elaborate.
Well, the flexible part is just, you got to be flexible. You don't have, set hours, 9 to 5 or nothing like that. Your hours vary. You can come in 12 noon or you can come in 3:30 in the afternoon. You can even come in as late as 6 o'clock in the evening. So you got to be flexible. You don't have a designated route, so start times can vary.
All right. So I guess we just gonna jump right into it. Do you like your job?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm not just saying this because we're having a conversation. It's just that, I've been through some things and honestly, I didn't know how crappy the other trucking jobs that I've had until I got here. It's allowed me to do some pretty decent things for the family, playing a very extremely pivotal role in how the country communicates and conducts business, and the fact that they depend on you to deliver literally, but to come in, you show up on time and be ready, be safe, and we got to bridge the gap in how the country communicates and conducts business, and we play a big part in that, and that's something to be prideful about. So
Okay. So you said taking care of the family. How's your family feel about this? You married? You got kids?
Yes, been married 7 years. This year is gonna be year 8.
How's your wife feel about it?
At first, honestly, before she got in, what do
you mean got in? What do you mean got in?
She's at the post office herself.
What? So what?
She's an MHA. When I first started, because like I said, you got to be flexible with these hours.
Okay.
It was like, well, when are you gonna get a day off? Because I started in September, and of course, peak season comes right after that, and it was just nonstop. I lost track of how many what day it was at sometimes.
Yeah. Okay.
So at first it was like, well, you're not like a robot or anything like that. But then every 2 weeks when you say, look, this is what we're working with, well, maybe, I wouldn't mind that. So
okay, the tune changed a little bit.
Oh yeah, a whole lot. Like I'm not even making this up. Like Can we talk numbers or no?
Hey man, yo, it's your world, Squirrel E. It's your
Listen,
world.
let's see. All right, I got my license back in 2016, and I had several jobs up until here. I never ever in my life since I started driving got a $3,000 take home paycheck until I came here.
$3,000. You brought it home? Yeah, let me hold $5. We'll talk about this after though. We'll talk about this. Times
Sure,
is
no
hard.
problem.
Gas is tough and trying to pay for Zoom meetings and stuff. Never mind. You brought home a $3,000 check.
Yep.
What was
No,
that gross looking like?
the
Oof.
gross, I think it was like, well, they killed me in taxes. Gross was like maybe like 4 or close to like 5.
Mm.
5, or I had to look at it.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like around 5, 5 something, and you know, that's why I was just like, look, if the job's not working out on the front end on your side, come take a walk over on this side. It's much
Okay.
better on this side. So
Nice. So I know that we have some programs that are coming through where we can actually train people that are with the post office if they want to get their CDL. But again, that's for another conversation, man. Let's talk back about the family. You said that your wife was a little skeptic, and she saw them little checks coming
yeah,
in, and she wanted to jump on the bandwagon. Is that
hmm
how it played out?
yep, that's how it worked out.
Well, so you go from a $3,000 check every 2 weeks. What I can't even fathom what the household income is right now. She work at the same place you work at?
No, she works at a different distribution plant. She works inside as a MHA,
Right,
and it's the same thing. I mean, she coming in just face planting. It's just like, man, I don't know how you did it. Like before she even got in, we had to have a pep talk. I had
right,
to
right,
sit her
right,
down and say, look, sit down and scoot, move your chair up a little bit. We got to have this pep talk.
right.
They need you to be on time. They need you to come in there, check all of that personal stuff out the door, and you just got to be dead set and handle your business. 90 days, no calling out, none of that. Now we're going into peak season now, so it's the floodgates is about to open.
Mm,
So when the floodgates hit, and we need this truck loaded, this one, that one, and this is going out. We need to do this, that, and the third. Listen, just try your best, get it done. Because when, like I said, I started in September. I mean, it was like I was losing track of days,
right,
and of course, being a PTF, you don't have set begin or end times. You've done your route. There's been times where I finished the route at like 7:30, and
mm-hmm,
they're calling and be like, "Listen, when you get unloaded, I was in a 7-ton or 7-ton or 11-ton.
mm-hmm.
You get done your route 7:30, 6 o'clock, depending on what time you started. Hey, look, listen, I got some tractor keys for you when you get back, as soon as you get unloaded. All right, meet me by door 80 something. I'll bring you out some keys. Take the tractor keys, park the 7-ton, grab my things, hop in the tractor, back out the door. So
Nice.
all the
I hate,
time.
I hate it when they did that, but it ain't about me. It ain't about me.
So,
Damn.
but anyway, I wanted to take this time out to make it about you, because when I was on my way in, I was trying to figure out what is the job all about. And then I just stumbled across your channel, and I've been glued to it ever since. And so
Hey.
some stuff, yeah, we're gonna make it about you for a second. I stumbled across the page, and it was at first, it sounded like a foreign language because I haven't experienced none of that yet. But then
Right,
when you go back and you listen to it and you watch it, and it's just like, oh yeah, I know exactly what he's talking about. So
right.
it makes you prideful, because like I said, you play a very pivotal role in how we, um, the supply chain of how the country handles business, and we have as mail carriers, processors, clerks, we play a big part in that.
Right.
And you know, I mean, I even share some of your videos with guys that, oh, what's the post office? What's the post office like? I go right on there, I start looking. Oh yeah, this one is very descriptive. Let me go ahead and send them that. Just watch this, and then
Right.
call me when you're done. you know.
I remember the many emails we went through a little over a year and some change ago.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, it was a long. At one point, I didn't think. How long did it take for you to get in? It was
I
a while.
applied it. Yeah, I applied in February. I didn't get in until September.
Yeah, it was something
So
like that. I remember.
yeah, so I was just constantly just like back and forth checking emails. I'm emailing the lady in HR back. You hear anything? She was like, "No, I didn't hear anything yet, but just be patient." So all right, and I just waited. And it's almost like one of those things where you could be in the middle of doing anything. As soon
Right,
as that email comes in, you gotta respond to it as soon as possible, right then and there. Um, Certain things I had to scan in to send it back towards the email in order to answer it. I was going back
right,
and forth to like the library and like Staples to use their computer to send stuff back. I said, I need to get in. So
right.
by any means necessary, I'm, you got a scanner or let me use your printer and print this out or this, that, and the third. I was all over the place. I'm like, I gotta get in. Because of course, in big giant bold letters, you got a small window to reply and respond to these emails. So I said, you know what? Emails came in, I gotta send them out. So, you know, I had to. So
Do
here
you
we
regret
are.
you regret any of it?
None of it at all. At all. And I try to tell guys, even some guys, when I go to certain stations, when they're coming out, dispatching the mail and stuff like that, I'm like, yo, man, when you coming, when you want to get behind the wheel one of these? And then that's when they be like, yo, man, I was thinking about it and this, then the third. Sometimes that could be all the push that they need. Oh,
Right,
what kind of license do you need for this? Are they strict and this, then the third? I said, well, you're already working for us, so that's already step one. You're already here.
right.
But I try to encourage them, come on, just listen, man, just come on down to where we're at, come over in transportation. And a couple stations I showed, oh wow, damn, post office paying like that? Yes, they are. I'm not making this up. I'm not making this up because people like, you start talking about jobs and stuff like that, and they're like, well, how much money you make? That's a good question. I'm glad you asked. Look, right here.
Mm.
Is that every week or every 2 weeks? 2 weeks. Damn. They paying out like that? Yeah. Oh man, what's the website? Oh, I was trying to apply, but they was talking about I gotta pay for a test. No, listen, man. In Philly, we say that's cap. We call it cap. That's cap. I'm gonna send it to you right now. This is the official, the only website that you go through. They start
Right.
talking, paying for this and paying for that. Mm-mm. Nope, don't do it. So,
No,
um,
I don't ever talk about my pay. I don't think you've ever heard me talk about how much I make. Never. Just something I won't do.
uh-huh.
Because it's not a brag thing for me. It's a share thing.
Mhm.
And I want to hear other people that in their first year of working that they making X amount of dollars. Because when you actually Google and you look up what an individual up to certain ages make, they barely scratch 45 grand.
Mhm.
That's on a good year.
Right.
It's difficult for people to scratch that. But then when you're coming in with no experience and you have no college background and you got younger people and they're coming in and talking about they made this amount of money, that's where I'm like, okay, well, something on my channel helps somebody somehow.
Mhm.
Um, but enough about me, man. So your wife got in,
Mhm.
and man, you guys got to be looking at some Dubai vacation soon, my guy. Like that was, you know, if you know, I don't know. Hey man, you know, certain things are not necessarily in our reach in the past, but this place allows you to put things within grasp.
Oh yeah.
You know, so I mean, it may not be realistic right now because people may be paying off their bills right now, but that you know, that $10,000 vacation of a lifetime that seemed so impossible 4 or 5 years ago, it's realistic. You know, it's within reach. You know, and I'm hoping that I get some pictures from people talking about they went to some exotic places that I'm still trying to get
to. she's already planning my birthday because I just
real.
realized my brother, he pointed this out to me. He goes, "Yo, it's a new year." I'm like, "I know," and he goes, "You do realize this is your last year in your 30s?" And I started thinking about it. I said, "Oh, that's right." He said, "Yeah, you're gonna be in the 40/40 club this fall." I said, So, you know."
So wait a minute, you mean to tell me that you made almost 80 whatever you made for the year, and you still in your 30s?
Yeah, nah.
Man, you got more gray in your beard than I do, brother.
I've been getting gray. Listen, I've had gray hair since I was in high school. I don't know how that happened, but you know, yeah, I don't know. That's why I gotta, you know, get my health and skin regimen together. So you know, you don't want to look too old, but um, it's been a fun ride. I mean, we got a great group of guys that we work with. Everybody. What made me really what stuck out to me when I walked into the transportation room was the fact that when they sent me out by myself, I had at least 5 guys, senior guys. They were all looking over my route. Like, you ever been here before? Um, Everybody's like pulling out their phones. This is what it looks like. So you're not gonna. The GPS is gonna take you here, but you want to cross this light, come around the back.
Right.
Everybody's willing to share information and help you because, of course, the more people they bring in, the further they move up. So they, they're just like, look, or you know, make sure you get a truck with a lift gate. This place right here is a little tight, so make sure this, then the third, or you know, even when I have my assignment and I'm walking down the hall getting ready to go outside, and this driver's walking up, they'll say, "Where they got you going today?" I show them. So, oh, okay. They'll stop and they'll be like, "You ever been here before?" "Oh, I did this route yesterday." All right. So you know that you got what kind of truck they give you, or what size trailer you taking.
Right.
They told me to take a 45, and they'd be like, "No, don't take a 45. Take a 38. You can't fit a 45 in there. You know, it's 12.6, 38." Versus a 13.645. They was like, "Nah, you gonna tear something up. We don't take a 38." So I'm like, "All right, get that." Versus previous jobs, guys have that attitude where it's like, "Well, ain't nobody show me. I had to learn the hard way. Let him learn the hard way." I don't understand it, but you know, and you just try to, as you would say, be the difference of what you want to see.
Right.
And that's something that I take seriously. Like, we hired a couple of MVOs, and every day when I see them either out in the yard as I'm going to go get a truck, "Yo, what run you got? Also, you ever been here before? Well, make sure when you go here, you're gonna need a lift gate for this place or this one or that one. You don't go through the front, you gotta go around the back, and the loading dock is gonna be either on this side or that side or whatever, just to make them feel comfortable. Because I obviously, you don't want them to hit nothing. You
Right.
know,
Right.
don't want to see nobody lose their job. And because of how you were able to change your family, I want you to be able to change your family also. So, each one teach one.
There it is.
Be the difference that you want to see at the workplace. Don't complain about it, because you get, like you said, I mean, some guys leave transportation.
Lost you, brother. Uh-oh.
Hold on. Hold on. Okay, we back.
There it is.
Okay. Like, you got some guys that went to become 204Bs.
Right.
I know I'm all over the place, but
It's your world, bro.
they got it at the department in that office, and it's like completely forgot that they used to drive. And they want some of the things that they ask you to do is almost like, now that's pretty unrealistic, right? You do know that, Oh, I used to do it all the time. When? Nah, and it ain't gonna work. But like I said, for the most part, I love what I do. Take a lot of pride in it.
Right.
I'm always constantly trying to recruit people. I was talking to the Coke guy. He had his dolly with all his, beverages on there.
Yeah.
And it's just like I'm sitting in the truck because I was on my lunch break, and you just look like, man, poor thing, man.
They're working. They're working, but that there's an easier way. That's what it is. You was there. You was there.
Going up and down steps with a dollies. You got 2 liters falling off, rolling down the steps, splattering everywhere. You're getting paid commission, so that's your money that you're losing. That's just spilling down the steps, and it's just like, man, this is only my second. It's only my second stop of the day. I got 22 of these things. It's gonna be one of them days. So,
we ran into about 25 minutes right now, but I'm gonna chop this into 2. So, second part of my video, I want you to educate me. We chat the other day. Educate me, brother. Tell me and everybody else what exactly you asked me or mentioned the other day about the baby, the postal baby. Did you free? Yeah, the bird.
Oh, the blue bird.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just because technically because the logo is blue and white. And I was talking to another driver that recently started. He started in December after me. And we were just talking. He's like, man, the job is a blessing, man. I'd be able to do this, then, and third. So we just going back and forth comparing stories and stuff. And he's from down south. And he's like, man, I ain't going nowhere. He was like, the blue bird been doing me right. And I just busted out laughing. I said, the blue bird? I said, wait a minute, what? It's the same way. I said, wait. He goes, yeah, blue bird. He said, the blue bird right here. He said, man, the blue bird been doing me right.
So that's the nickname now, huh? The blue bird.
Blue bird.
So that's what we're gonna call it. We're gonna call it a blue bird. The blue bird paid them bills.
Oh yeah, the blue bird definitely paid the bills. The only thing that I would call a regret is that I didn't get here sooner. I said that to a older gentleman when I was talking to him. He goes, no, don't worry about being here sooner. He said, you're right on time.
Oh yeah.
He said, trust me, you're right on time. You're right where you need to be. You're right on time. I said, okay.
Came in career, put in about 25. You straight. And that's hard. So we just was talking about your wife being an MHA. Her check's looking okay.
Oh yeah. Yep. It's looking good. And I tell all the time, I said that's all you. When check came, I was so excited for like her first paycheck. I was like, yo, what that thing looking like? And she was just like, wow, I can't believe I made that. I said, yeah, that's all you. Like I said, it's towards the end of your shift. You hear that announcement, all MHAs required to work 4 additional hours at the end of your tour. And it's just like, oh, well, they want me to work this, then, the third. I said, hey, go ahead, go make it. Go ahead, go make it. You as Future would say, you messing up some commas now. You know what I'm saying? You messing with some commas now. Go ahead, go make that.
So is it safe? So is it safe to say that between yourself and your wife, you're making over $100,000 a year?
Yeah.
I mean, that was an easy one, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. A little over 125 a year. Close to it.
And you want to know the scary part?
What's that?
The scary part is that you're nowhere near top rate.
Mm,
That's the scary part. You start
mm.
getting 10 years, 11, 15 years and stuff like that. Yeah. We go, like the older veterans, we got so many of them, and I appreciate them because it gives me a chance to pick their brains. I pick their
Right.
brains all the time. There's a guy there. Well, actually, it's two of them. One guy and one woman. She was there. She's been with the post office 55 years.
Damn.
Yeah, we got a tour one driver. He just made 50 years. And I pick his brain all the time, how to leverage your thrift savings and this, that, and the third, just to get ideas from them. So if I could like find out what their setup is, if I could start implementing that now, we're gonna be looking good.
Hey, so without putting your location out there, man, I heard that there's a driver around your area that makes a nice chunk of money without any names. And can you give a roundabout what he be putting? What was his good year?
Well, I don't know all of them. We were having a conversation. He was coming in, and I was leaving for the day, and we were just talking. He's one of those that's, how you doing this morning? And this, then the third. He's he's loud.
Mm-hmm.
You notice him a mile away. And we were talking, and I didn't want to ask him. So while we are talking numbers and stuff like that,
You need to get some of his money so you can get a better phone.
nice people keep calling me.
Oh, okay.
So we were talking numbers, and he said, I made 216 and
216 what?
216,000 in 2020.
Gee. Man must live there.
Yeah,
Must
pretty much he
live.
does. Yeah.
$216,000. Okay. He getting close to me. He getting close to me. I'm lying my ass off. Man. Wow. He probably on the original old pay scale.
Yep.
And yeah, those are the cats making $50, $60 an hour, give or take. Some doctor money right there.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Talking about overtime being $90 an hour. That's just unbelievable. But on a lighter note, man, just give me the pros with the cons, brother. Give me the pros with the cons. We got about 7 minutes, maybe 7 minutes left of this convo. So tell me what you would, what you wouldn't do. Tell me about the ladies that work at your place and how you almost lose your job because your wife about to choke you out because she know what they be wearing. Give me the ins and outs, brother. Give me the ins
Well,
and outs.
pros and cons. The pros is the obviously the pay. The pros are the fact that you got to pay. You don't have to obviously stop at like wait stations and all of that. The cops don't mess with you, you know.
Right.
Um, if you come in and you try to make the job easier for your supervisors, and then when they're in a jam, oh, trust me, they'll come calling you. Hey, look, listen, can you this, then the third? Some people say no. I always say yes, because you're building up a rapport or working rapport with them.
That's it.
The people, definitely the people. People are great, can't complain. The cons, I would say it depends on who your supervisor is. Like I said, we got some people in certain places that forget that they were just in this craft.
Mm.
So I go by the book, and judging by their previous report as a driver and now trying to switch over to a management role, it's kind of like, now that ain't right. But I'm not gonna elaborate too much on a woman part, but
Mm.
they dress like they going to the club. I came back at the end of my shift. It wasn't even at the end of at the end of my shift. I've been done that, but I was doing some overtime. It was like probably like around going on 2 in the morning.
Go ahead, cuz. Go ahead, cuz. Go ahead.
Walked on that dock, waiting for the expediter to scan me in and everything. And you see the people whizzing by on the long boys and stuff like that. And it's just like, is this a place of employment? Or is it a club? You know, so
Woo!
you definitely got to keep your head on the swivel. I can tell you that.
Mm.
Definitely got to keep your head on the swivel. And I just keep my mask on, your face down, and I get to where I need to go.
That's it.
That's it. I don't fraternize work related. Hey, I can find an expediter, or I got this endorsed, such and such, whatever. If I have to speak to you, then I will. Other than that, it's, hey, how you doing? Hey, good morning. You have a good night. This, that, and the third. That's it. Because it'd be some stories and stuff like that. I said, I don't want to get into that.
Yeah. You need your job. You need your home life. What is all this work if you ain't got your home life?
Well,
yeah.
we can talk about that other half later.
Yeah, that stuff is one of those things where I feel like the truck drivers be targeted, man. And that's something that a lot of people cannot understand unless they're truck drivers. But it's true.
Yeah.
Truck drivers get targeted. It's this whole perception that we make so much money. But as you clearly saw, everybody can make that money.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody. That's everybody. You saw some of them check them. Those weren't no truck driver checks. Those was you, the clerks, and everybody. So I don't know why they try to target the truck drivers. Because okay.
Yeah.
But my man Z, I appreciate your time.
I appreciate you.
And I'm just a man passing on information. The same thing you do is what I'm.
That information was beyond helpful. Like that was like my guide on what to expect once I got in. Because while waiting, so all right, we get background check, we get fingerprinted, got to set up a face-to-face interview and all of that. Trust me, I was studying those videos. What to expect when you get in there, what's expected of you once you get in there, and things of that nature. So thank you.
I appreciate you sticking around. A lot of people don't like the tone of voice I got. They feel like I'm sarcastic or I'm a little too harsh for them. But once you in there, you see I'm speaking what I've experienced. I've seen it.
Right.
And when people are in there, they experience it and they see it. Some people can't handle it. Like, they get so surprised. I'm like, I told you that was going to happen. How you didn't understand? Then I say, don't call out within 90 days. I get the emails, hey, man, my babysitting. I said that specifically in the video. Don't do it.
Yeah.
But, that's neither here nor there. My man, I appreciate what you do, brother. I appreciate what you do. And I appreciate what your wife does as well, because obviously she damn near the last leg before you. Right? She makes sure that you got your mail right. Is the processors like snobby in your plant? Like, do you even see them, the mail processors? Do they have their own section? Never see them.
I don't know who's who.
Exactly. I'm like, I didn't even know you worked here. I've been here for the last 15 years. Since when? Yeah, you never get to see them. Yeah, they like their own class of people. But I appreciate them too. But seriously, man, I appreciate what you do. And thank you. And, you more than welcome to, we chat on, outside of this way, but I appreciate you sharing your story, brother. I appreciate it. And we gonna, upload it and see if people can relate. And what I'm gonna definitely do is try to get, some information on how people can actually step into our craft. That they can, I guess they think we make more money, or they think we don't work, but they'll find out. They'll find out. But my guy, have a blessed new year.
You do the same. Thank you.
All right.
All righty.
You have a good one, bro.
Doochies.